What I'd like to try and do is take you on a journey that Australia's been on, that essentially has come from the IAFF. So not only did we get federal protection for federal firefighters, the Senate said, now go ahead and actually proclaim the same legislation in the states and territories. You'll see Tasmania was the next in 2013, and then you'll see that in Western Australia again, 2013, and then you'll see in South Australia, 2013, Northern Territory, 2015, Queensland 2015, New South Wales 2018, and my state after well over a 10-year battle, and in June this year, 2019.
The WHO has now officially declared firefighting as a cancer-causing profession. Joining us today is Greg McConville. Greg is the National Secretary of the United Firefighters Union.
Currently there are 12 cancers covered by that legislation. And what we're advocating for with our West Australian branch is to expand that number of cancers to 19 to follow the lead that has been taken in Canada.
We'll also add malignant mesothelioma to the list of presumptive cancers for firefighters and lower the qualifying period for esophageal cancer from 25 to 15 years. This is unfinished business and will continue to consult to ensure our laws provide firefighters and all first responders with better access to the compensation they deserve for work-related injuries and illness.
For the first time anywhere in the world, those suffering the silent killer won't have to fight workers' compensation to get their health treatments paid for. 8 new cancers added to the list of diseases the federal government assumes were contracted on the job. Thyroid, pancreatic, skin, cervical, ovarian, penile and lung cancer, plus malignant mesothelioma have been added to the list.
They have one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, but fire isn't the greatest risk these men and women face on the front line.
Cancer is becoming worse among firefighters, not better.
When it comes to protecting those who are protecting our communities, the union says WA is lagging behind. Perth Airport's firefighters, covered by Commonwealth law, can access a better standard of cancer compensation than our career and volunteer fireys.
You're about to meet Sharon Duncan, a Perth firefighter who served nearly 15 years as a firefighter and is now a station officer. She's been diagnosed with occupational breast cancer and has undergone a double mastectomy.
My occupational breast cancer is covered by our presumptive legislation, and if we were to get cervical cancer or ovarian cancer, we wouldn't be covered.
Women firefighters suffer cancer at a very high rate, especially in the reproductive system, such as the ovarian and cervical system. And what happens is that you really have a discriminatory system here in Western Australia because male reproductive cancers, male firefighters, are treated differently than female firefighters with reproductive cancers. They are not covered. But we are not giving up. We are all firefighters. We never give up a good fight, and we are going to keep going, and we're going to fight for our sisters in Australia.
I've been in the organisation for 27 years. I've been over thousands of calls. How would I know which call it is, whether it's a hazmat incident, a fire? How do you pinpoint it?
But around the country, the process isn't so easy for firefighters with 8 cancers not on the presumptive list, including lung, ovarian, cervical, pancreatic and thyroid cancer. The Tasmanian government has announced it will be the first state to change that, turning a protest rally into a celebration.
Very relieved for our female firefighters that we've been included in the cancer legislation and receiving the same coverage as our male counterparts. It's been a little while coming, but at least it's here.
This is not just about compensation, it's about keeping firefighters alive and healthy from recruitment to retirement.
Victorian firefighters are backing a Greens bill to expand the number of cancers covered by a state compensation scheme.
You could feel the raw emotion from firefighters here today. Now they are backing a Victorian Greens bill to expand cancer protection in their line of duty. Essentially what they want is 8 additional cancers added to that presumptive legislation, bringing the total number to 20.
When you succumb to cancer as a firefighter, You need to shift from that singular focus of protecting the community and saving lives to saving your own life and concentrating on that and that alone. That is what presumptive cancer legislation delivers.
Very relieved that this presumptive legislation has been extended to cover so many different types of cancers, and I'm even more relieved that my firefighting brothers and sisters will never have to endure the same burden that my family had to.